Howdy y'all, and welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. Alright, so I have crawled down into the depths here. And I'm out of flint still. And I went and made this bow to fight creepers with. I need flint to make arrows. And you know, I can always use like diamonds and lapis and things like that, so I thought we might do a little caving today. I did finish off the roof section on the dying barn. Ooh, lava. Holy crap, there's like 4 creepers just standing down there. And another one. Get back. That's right, you take out that terrible bat. You know, I didn't bring any. I probably have wood on me, though. Bag off, dude. Do I? Oh, yeah. Better get some coal here. So that was disappointing. I better get some coal here. 1 coal drops out. Yeah, so this is like, I don't even know where I came down in here. I think I was on my way back to my base. And then I remembered that I didn't actually have any flint. And I thought I'd come down in here to look for some gravel. Not that I found any. Alright, here is some coal. But, yeah, I could use like a bunch of diamonds. I thought maybe we'd look for down here. That way I can switch over to diamond tools. I've been rocking these metal. Oh. Dang it! I pushed the wrong direction completely. I don't even know where that was at. This is gonna be fun, trying to find my stuff. I think it was over here, and I was heading back to base, and then I got over here, and that's when I'm like, oh, I should go get some gravel. And I went through here, and then here. Oh, okay. Here. Here. Maybe here. Yeah. Oh, goody. Holy skeleton convention. Okay. Whew. So I got my boots back. I wonder how much of my stuff fell in the lava. Man. None of my coal, of course. Let's not do that yet. Hey, Life, can you fill back up for me? I've got, I got here. This is about four and a bit. We'll cook this up into charcoal, and then I'll be able to cook up this iron. Get some iron tools. Maybe some armor would be. Maybe a shield even would be helpful. I don't know why I don't run around with a shield, but I don't. Yeah, it's pretty crazy here today. I don't know, it's crazy, but it is snowing something fierce, and fierce, I tell ya. I think in the it's about so in about the 3 hours I've been home, it looks like there's about 3 to 4 inches of snow on my car. Which I know isn't like blizzard conditions, but that's pretty good for we haven't had any snow really, other than a couple of light dustings, and then we went from light dustings to straight up. It's supposed to be up to 9 inches of snow by midnight. Yeah. We went out this morning, and it's probably about 15 miles out to where we went, and on the way back, I was the only one in my car, and on the way back, I got behind a tractor, and he was doing about 25-ish, and which is plenty fast enough because there's so much snow. Like when I left, you couldn't see the road, but when I came back, the snow was getting deep enough for tracks to be left from stuff dragging on the bottom of people's vehicles. And so we already got about 3 or 4 inches of snow as it is. And something's dragging off the bottom of his tractor anyways, was leaving little funny marks in the road. But he's doing about 25 when I got behind him, and then he slowed down to like 10 mile an hour. You're in the tractor, buddy. You're not going anywhere. What the heck? You need to go a little faster. I mean, that's slowing up to the point where I have to ride my brake to not run into him. Of course, there's traffic coming from the other way. And so he turned my 15 miles into about a 45-minute trip by the time it was all done. I was already having to drive slow because I couldn't tell where the edge of the road was, or the center. Okay, probably going to want an axe. And a shield, which is a single ingot, right? One shield coming up. Now you're in trouble, skeletons. Now you're in trouble. What am I missing? I've got, I need a helmet, and I need legs, and I need an axe. So I need, well, there's enough for the axe. And then I need, oh yeah, we'll be here for a minute. Well, I can come back. Oh, now there's a witch? That witch poisoned herself. Did you just poison me? Stupid witch. You think this might be the spot? The spot with the creeper. I should have slept. Should have slept and made it daytime. Smart man would have made it daytime. Okay. That spot is so weird. First it's full of creepers, and then I die, and then I come back and it's full of skeletons, and then I hide, and then when I come out it's got a witch and zombies in it. It's gonna be down here this time. Oh, still that witch. Stop throwing stuff at me. Okay, boots. Helmet. Pants. I got the axe. There's my pickaxe. There's my sword. There's my boots. Put those on. Right. Shield. Axe. What happened there? There's me and a witch. She's directly in front of me. I swung my axe, and it didn't do anything. Okay, let's get some lights down over here before I get more weird spawns going on. Diamonds! Are you a caveman? Yeah, it's a caveman. Coming out of here with a bone club, trying to kill me. Lots of iron. I like that. Diamonds. I like that. For sure. At least enough to do up a diamond pickaxe. Okay. Alright. I could use some redstone. So go ahead and grab this. Ooh, and there's some gravel right there. I turned all my gravel into road. Kind of leaves me without a source of flint, which isn't a good thing. But yeah, so we're getting pretty snowed in here. The family made it back last night, so they weren't supposed to get back till later today, but they came back early because of the snow. Not that it made any difference. I had to get up early today anyways. Yesterday I was so exhausted. Which would have been Saturday. I tried to, well, I didn't go to bed early or anything, but I didn't have to get up, so I thought I could sleep in. And, they started cleaning in the room over top of my room, which is just extremely noisy. That could have been bad. And it was like, I'd only been in bed like 5 hours at that point. I could really use some fortune. Well, that's 4 diamonds. Alright, I mean, that's a good thing. I got gravel, which was my goal, and diamonds, which was the bonus I was hoping for, without having to do any strip mining, which I hate doing. I do. But yeah, and you know, the most irritating part about it is like they're they're like vacuuming the rug over top of my bedroom, and it's not a carpet; it's a rug. It's a rug on a hardwood floor, basically. So there's no sound dampener, and so it's just like they're vacuuming practically in the room I'm trying to sleep in, and then after I get up, right? I mean, they're dragging around furniture on the hardwood floor. They're alright, it's pergo. It's not hardwood, but it's the same kind of texture, and so they're dragging that all around, and just making all this racket while I'm trying to sleep. And so I gave up. I gave up at like 11:20. So they've been waking me up for probably a good half hour to an hour at that point. I see you. Oh, dang it. Why didn't I use my shield? Why don't I ever use my shield? I just realized that I didn't fill up my health. And so after I get out of bed and give up on trying to sleep, you know what happens? It took about an hour to finish up in the 2 rooms over top of my room, and then they went to the other end of the house and cleaned down there for the rest of the afternoon. So they didn't have to be over top of my bedroom. They could have saved that until after I got out of bed. But no, that's not what they do. That's not what they ever do. You and your silly boots. You and your silly explosive personality. Diamonds. I don't really like being down here. This is scary. Oh, that's a scary noise. Please, I don't want to go down. I want to go in this cave. In the cave. There we go. We can see what's going on down in here. But yeah, I don't get it. You know, I don't wake up and think, what's the noisiest room, or what room can I go into that will annoy the person who's still asleep the most? Where possibly could I be that's the most annoying? And that just seems to be their goal to me. I know I complained about it a lot in my video from yesterday, but yeah. I just like, they seriously went to the other end of the house after I got up. Didn't work on it before I got up. Didn't think, you know, we should probably start on this end of the house so as not to disturb the person who's sleeping still. No. That's because I don't sleep like a real person, so only real people, they go to bed at 10 o'clock at night and get up at 6 in the morning. Because I don't do that, my sleep isn't considered real sleep here. It's called sleeping in when I get 6.5 hours of sleep, because my day schedule is different than their day schedule. Oh, did you have a good sleep in? The 5.5 hours I managed to get? Yeah, it was great sleeping in, thanks. Uh, you know, they also did this thing, which just was bonkers to me. Was and I already talked about this, but they wrapped the presents, or some of them wrapped presents, and instead of just carrying them all at once, they carried them one by one, and just made sure to stomp their way across the floor over top of my room for every individual present. It probably took them like 45 minutes to get all the presents over while I'm trying to sleep. Last night should have slept better. I don't feel like it today. I need a bucket. I should have made a bucket. I feel like I've got a pretty good lack of sleep headache started right now, honestly. And I went to bed early, and I probably got, I want to say 8 hours of sleep last night, which is a lot for me. And, but my arch enemy, the alarm clock, went off. And I always feel like I didn't sleep when my alarm clock wakes me up. It's very rare for the alarm clock, like maybe 5 times a year, the alarm clock will wake me up. Most of the time I wake up 10 to 30 minutes before the alarm clock goes off. And that was not the case today. But I also took a couple of Benadryl last night for my sinuses before I went to bed. Or, well, after I went to bed. It's kind of hard to, I don't know what it was. I lay down and then can't breathe. I'm like, all right, I'm not even putting up with this tonight. So I took a allergy pill, I guess. And oh, I did go over there. And then that started my sinuses going, and then I had to take another one because then I couldn't breathe again. And then I was just out at that point. It was great. That's probably why I feel so tired today. Too much medicine. It's okay though. I'm lost down here, by the way. I managed to get a bunch of my recording done yesterday. So this is the only video I have to do today. I'll probably do more than this, but I'm starting here. I do enjoy caving a lot, and it's not something I get too much time to spend because I'm busy building things all the time. Oh, nice. I hate mining. I know this game is called Minecraft, and but I hate coming down in here to mine. And I watch other people, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, look at digging and straight lines," and I'm just like, "Oh, I can't do it. It bores me. It's so." This is fine, finding a pocket here and there and mining it out, but I can't stand to strip mine. And then they got like on our, I don't know what they're doing on the multiplayer server because I haven't really been on there. I still haven't gotten an inspiration on what I want to do. I kind of have an idea what I want to do, but it's not like, oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think about it, and then I think, man, I don't know if that's really what I want to do. So I'm still on that, but I know on the previous one, I joined later in their iteration, and I feel like all I did was mined my way back over to where I came from. Oh, here we go. I dug my way up. That's what I did. And so they had already gone through and they put down beacons and they do this thing called speed mining, which they're like, oh yeah, you can borrow a beacon anytime you want. And go. I'm like, I don't want to. I just don't want to. That's where you get an efficiency 5 pick, and which is the fastest pick, and then you set the beacon to speed up your mining, and then every swing of your pick cracks open the ground, and so it's really fast to mine. And they just mine everything out for miles. And so by the time I joined, they had basically mined out everything under spawn, and it was just one big open cavern down there at diamond level. And but I like to build, and so I don't like to do the mining so much. Although I do recall one of my early builds a long time ago would have been a mine that I actually was building back when I first started doing videos, I think. And I've thought about doing that again because I think that's kind of fun to mine like you're pretending it's real and put in the supports and stuff. But yeah, well, let's see what else has gone on this week. I don't think anything else really happened, I guess, last week. Oh, I got one for you. So I'm wrapping presents and getting them put underneath the tree because we do that. And I sit there, and this is a little Amazon rant right here. So I ordered these books from Amazon. I went on there and it was like, this is the best fantasy novel of 2016. Now, I don't believe any of my family actually watches these, so I'm probably not giving anything away. But it's like this is one of the best fantasy novels of 2016, and so my family that reads, they like fantasy. Not too many of them are really into science fiction, but they really like swords and magic and stuff. I've tried to get them into science fiction because I think they'd really, well, no, I don't know if they'd really like, but I'd really like to have someone read like the Honor Harrington novels so I could discuss how amazing the Honor Harrington novels are. But that's a weird little square room with nothing in it. And yeah, so I get on there and it's like, oh no. It's like a book series, the new book is. And I'm like, oh, well, I've never really read this author, and so let's go ahead and grab a new author. That'll be fun. And maybe he'll be good. Maybe I'll want to read him, although I don't really seem to wind up with the books after they're done reading them for some reason. And they don't share very well. They take my stuff, but they don't share very well. They also has a weird reading habit. I find it very strange. I like to read a book, and then if I want to remember the book, I go back and I reread the book. And he reads the book, and then he goes back and reads the parts of the book he likes. And I find that really strange. And so he'll have he won't start over at the beginning of the story. He'll just go read the one part that he really liked, and then he'll go and read the next part that he really liked in a different book. And so he's always got his books, and he doesn't like people to borrow them because when he wants to, I don't know, go back and reread his favorite part in a book, I just find that bizarrely strange that you would read like that. So you can't ever borrow anything from him because he's always like, "Oh no, I'm reading that." Anyways, so I order these new books from Amazon, uh, and I get them, and I'm like, "All right, cool, they came." And then I decided, and it's a good thing I did. I decided, well, you know, they got all the wrapping stuff out. I might as well take it and get to wrapping. And I go to wrap the book, and my plan was, because his birthday is on December 30th, I think, and so I bought all the books, or all three of the books that I thought were part of the story, so that I could give some of them to him for Christmas and the rest for his birthday. And you know what? I went to wrap that first book, and I picked it up, and it's like, this is book 5. And I'm like, oh no. I ordered the 5th book in the series, not the first 3. And then I get looking at the next book. It's book 3. And I'm like, okay, well, that's what I expected. And then I look at the next book, and it's book 4. I ordered books 4, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Books 3, 4, and 5. Holy crap, man. How come my arrows aren't hitting him? There we go. That was weird. His own arrows on that guy with the power bow wasn't hitting him. But yeah, so it's a good thing that I decided to wrap presents because you know, the problem with caving is I'm bad at it, I think. I might like it, but I'm really bad at it. Whoa. Things got crazy there, guys. But yeah, so I wound up having to order the first 2 books. Okay, so now for the rant on Amazon real quick. I understand how you can be like the world's largest bookstore and not list the books that come in a series. Like, I looked at the book, it did not say this is book 5 on it. It just said it was part of this thing. And so down at the bottom, they do this thing where they combine other items that are similar. And so that's how come I wound up with books 3, 4, and 5, is because I look down and it's like, here's the 2 books that go with it. And I'm like, oh, awesome. And so I just ordered the books that went with it. And they do go with it, but they're not the start of the series. And there was no place that indicated that this was a 5-book series. And it might even be bigger than 5 books at this point. I don't know. I mean, it's not bigger than 5 books because that one book just came out. What I mean is, like, there might be, you know, another, like a 6th book in the series. And, but why? Why doesn't Amazon list that this is the 5th book in a series? How hard is that to put up, Amazon? And I also really hate when you go to buy something like really obscure for me. Like, I don't read Jodi Picoult. What little bit of Jodi Picoult I have seen, because they do make movies off of her books, I don't like them. And so I don't like that kind of story. I'm not going to read it. They're, you know, slice of life, those dying from cancer kind of movies, you know. I don't care about those. Not my cup of tea. You want to die from cancer while you're saving the universe? That's my cup of tea. You want to just die from cancer? Sorry. Not my cup of tea. But, So my sister-in-law, she really likes those. But for me to go on and buy Jodi Picoult, I can't like click on there and click what's the oldest Jodi Picoult book. It doesn't tell you. You can sort by publication date, but you know what happens with these authors is they have books that they've been putting out since 1974, and every reprint gets listed on there. And I'm like, I just want a list of their books in the order they published them. How hard is it to not give me the German translations and the year the German translations came out? I just want a list of the author's books. Why do I have to go out and go to Wikipedia and wiki the author so that I can get a list of their books and what order they should be in? Shouldn't that just be on Amazon? But it's not. Alright, with that, I've gone on way too long, so click like if you like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.